I am what is known as a diet flip-flopper. We try a new diet thinking it'll heal everything. We give it no time to even work, and then we abandon it, go to another diet, praise that one, missing the old one. We get nowhere. That's fine. I'll tell you why I do it.
He's walking somewhere.
So I've been professionally... Oh my god, a chipmunk! I've been professionally changing diets for, 13 years maybe? A good long while, so I'm a pro now. People say you're just changing your diet for views. It's the dumbest strategy. You build up a vegan audience, then switch to carnivore, pissing off your entire audience. And then you get this new one who's like, don't worry, we welcome you to this side. That's fine. And then you leave them, bash the meat, and they're left confused, and then they're fighting with each other, my audience, both against me. It's a terrible business strategy, but it's not for views. I'll tell you why. There's two reasons. I feel that there are two diet philosophies that can heal the body, and they both work. There's obviously hundreds more. Oh my god.
Hey.
That scared the shit. I thought you were a bear. Two diet strategies. Hundreds more, obviously. But two that I focus on, because I've tried lots. One, we all know it. Fruit hippie path. We're sick because we have toxins in us, whether it's from our old diet, processed foods, lots of cheese, just bullshit building up over the years, just being out in our toxic world, breathing in terrible air, fluoridated water, chemicals, sunscreen. You ever tried that? So stuff like that. We're sick because of the toxins, pharmaceutical meds, and we have to detox with fruits and veggies and juices to get rid of it, and then we're healthy. So there's that path, and then there's the opposite, which is avoid sugar at all costs, get into ketogenesis. Ketones mimic fasting, so it's like you burn up things. You're not feeding parasites and bad bacteria with the sugar. You got too much fungus and yeast. Avoid the sugar. So I flip-flop between them both, and we get nowhere. I've experienced benefits doing both. Carnivore diet, eliminating all sugar, my skin clears up and a lot of things improve. And meat gives me like happy hormones, builds strength, it's great. Whereas the fruit path, detoxing, I feel like I get rid of a lot of gunk. I feel hydrated and weak. It's funny because right now, usually it's one or the other for me. The fruit hippie path cleansing or building up with the keto and the carny stuff. Right now I'm kind of treading the line, trying to do them both. It's kind of working in the sense that I feel like I'm cleansing with the fruit juices. I'm hydrated. This is awesome. And then I also get to keep my muscle mass and strength and hormones. I can have sex. That was a ape. Yeah. A lot of bikers today getting their exercise. You endurance freaks. 2 minutes a day, the tops. That's all you need. 2-minute bike rides, you're done. So sometimes I'll get a symptom, like say I'm constipated and things aren't moving right. I'll think I have to lean away from the meat side because that's clogging me. Go on the fruits and flush out. Or say I get acne and I'm thinking that fruit, it's causing these forehead bumps. I want to lean away from that. I've had nice skin on keto. To add to that confusion, I also watch other YouTubers. I watch inspiring juice fasting stories of healing. And usually these people they're healing chronic disease, but then they turn spiritual. And they're like just all into bettering our world and creating mystical hippie shit and discovering secrets of the universe that you'd never think of. Like astrotheology and stuff. Like, why are the trees breathing? That's the dumbest one. But I also watch carnivore diet stories, and these people heal too. And so it's like, okay, this is so simple. It's so easy and it's delicious. It's like the funnest diet to do. It's so, you don't shop much. Oh, birdies. They're robins. Have you ever seen a robin? There's something special to me. I think they're extinct. But I just saw a couple, so there's a couple left. These people heal. It's true that they do, but they also focus more on physical, just dumber things. Like, I am meat man, I lifting rock, I can lift it. And then like, it's just mostly I'm stronger now, I don't fart much, physical, left brain technology. Is there a mosquito on me? I sprayed the stuff. I sprayed that citronella, you get off of me. Just a little side rant. I was out in nature on that last video where I was like wading through the nettle patch. I saw this magical white bird at the end and I was like, oh my God, it was an egret. And I was like, wow. And I'm getting swarmed by black flies all of a sudden. I was like, these are here in the city? It was insane. So I was just getting swarmed by hundreds and they were biting me. I was like, this sucks. I had to leave the shot. And I kept seeing magical things like a chipmunk in the middle of the path, just looking cute. I was like, I can't. We got the citronella now. Take that. So I don't know, man. I'm easily persuaded either path because there's positives and negatives to each. On the meat side, a little more constipating, a little less mystical hippie powers entering your body. You smell worse. Your kitchen smells worse. You ever have meat packages? You put 2 days later, your whole garbage is disgusting. So what do you think you smell like inside? Yeah, and then it's seeping out. Whereas on the fruit path, there's downsides there too, like peeing all the time. I already have to pee, I just peed. I feel like I have to super hydrate my colon with watermelon juice just to poo normally, but I'm peeing out most of it. It's a really annoying process, just hoping that some of it bypasses my bladder system to enter the colon and hydrate the meat poos or the fibrous fruit poos that seem to get stuck as well. Y'all know I did 10 days on fruit in Thailand. I was constipated. Why? I don't know. It's the most hydrating thing. So I'm missing something, clearly. I talked to a skincare expert and he was telling me, it was in the store, he was recommending me some stuff. It's really helped. I might do a video on my skincare routine now. It's beauty mode engaged. And he was saying, he gave me this rose hydrosol that hydrates the face. And I was like, okay, fantastic. And then next time I saw him, he said, here's a moisturizer. And I was like, doesn't the hydrosol moisturize? He's like, no, that hydrates. This moisturizes. I was like, oh. Yeah, those sound different. Those are totally two different things. So I feel like I'm hydrating my colon with water, but I need to moisten it instead with fat. I don't know. But every time I try a high fat diet, constipation's even worse. What the hell? So I basically just flip-flop back and forth between those two ideals. And sometimes, like right now, I just combine them both because I'm tired of changing each way. So I just bring them all together. If you're curious what I've been experimenting with lately, I've just been trying to add more fiber and just normal foods to my diet. So far, as I juice melons in the morning, I'm eating some as usual. So I eat a decent amount as I'm juicing. And sometimes I have a bit of fruit later in the day, like an actual couple mangoes tonight, or the grapes that hurt my teeth. Those were fun. Berries, blueberries, fun times. Now at night, some nights when I do have meat, I have it with broccoli. So far, like, I'm not super gassy and not extra gas, but things aren't moving at all. So that's just what I'm trying to focus on. Get this train moving. Move somewhere out of my body. I think I digest food fine. I can't get rid of it though. I think because of all the diet switches, my body's like, okay, we know we're not getting any more fruit. We're holding this. It holds it hostage because it knows I'm about to abandon that whole food group. So it just takes it. No, we're not letting this go. Not this time. You've done this to us once too many. So that's a problem. One of my meals was chicken wings and broccoli. I was expecting the broccoli to be this just absolute pleasure. Like, wow, broccoli, it's been so long. It was good, but it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Like, you were deficient in broccoli nutrients type of taste. Usually if you're deficient in something and you're craving it and then you eat it, you're like, ah. Like a fruitarian having some meat one day. It's like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, it wasn't that level. Or just fruitarian having a vegetable juice with the celery and salt. It's like, oh, those minerals, thankness. What the hell is that? So I'm really not sure if I will divulge into one path or the other. I mean, I have many ideas. My left brain is giving me like a meat and nuts type of diet with vegetable juice. My mind is like, okay, if you want to do low sugar, do that. I don't know, why would that do anything good in my gut? Oh, those cashews. Part of me also wants to do a juice fast with whole fruits as well. Not just the entire juice fast. That makes me nervous just because I did 90 days and then I felt like I couldn't digest anything. My only meal was mangoes after, and it was getting me like sharp pains, and I was like, I have no microbiome, I killed them all. That kind of sucks. So I don't want to scare any of you away from doing a juice fast, but if it was me, I would be having either one fruit meal a day or at least a couple a week. That could be a very cleansing thing. Mostly juice fasting, but still keeping the fruit meals. I'm just throwing that one out there. I should also try some non-dietary protocols one day, maybe some acupuncture, see a chiropractor or something, go to a naturopath, get some professional advice for once. I might lean that. I put way too much into what the hell is that? It's a weird ass bug. I'm fully aware that I put way too much stock into food and its effects on the body. It's important, but there are other things. I feel like I'm pretty good in life. My exercise routine is good. I meditate. I'm quiet. I think positively. I help people. I'm smiling. I'm the one that cheers people up in the conversation often. Like, life is good. I don't have any like crippling mental issues that people in the comment section say I have. Like, oh, see a psychiatrist. This is cool. Little mountain bike course. Wow. Somebody built that. Yes, they did. So I'm gonna go pee again. How you doing? Thumbing up the video, of course. That's a good choice. Thumbs down if you also switch between two diets, but your diets are balanced omnivore and balanced plant-based keto. I threw a loop and at the end, oh man, I've done a lot of diets in my days, and I tell you, high fat sometimes it's amazing, but then eventually you go back to the carbs and it's like, oh, I feel so much better now, and the carbs, way more energy, but then all my skin symptoms come back, and I constantly wonder, is it detox on the fruit side, or is sugar effing me? And that's why we switch back to keto sometimes. And then it's not always roses and fairy tales in that lawn. But we get by. We get by. So I'm gonna leave. Thank you for subscribing and clicking things in my description box that give me money. Do it.